So if you watch my channel, you know that I love my local farmers markets. I featured a couple of farmers in the recipes that I've had in my videos, and I was so happy to see this celery. Look at this celery. Look at how big and beautiful and green it is. I discovered a few years ago that you can make kale chips with celery leaves. I actually started craving celery leaves, and it was the weirdest thing. I saw them and they were so lush and they smelled so good. I was like, can I eat these? Can I toast them? Oh my God, can I sprinkle them over popcorn? Like, I started making my own celery salt. And when I moved to California from Colorado, you never saw these. They always cut the tips off. But today I saw this beautiful bunch of celery, so I'm going to show you how to make celery chips out of it. And it's a very specific taste, but I love it. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and we'll have some fun. Okay, so our celery leaves have been washed and also dried. This is very important. You want them to be dry so that the olive oil sticks on them. Otherwise, they're going to steam in the oven instead of kind of like gently dehydrate and bake. This is about 4.5 ounces of leaves. It's 2 bunches of celery, but they were kind of skinny bunches. So, you know, use your best judgment. You're going to need maybe a tablespoon of olive oil. I use my Misto to spray them and gently coat them in olive oil. It allows me to kind of like get in every nook and cranny, and then I might give them like another spray right before I pop them in the oven. But this kind of lets you use less oil and get it pretty evenly distributed. Then you're going to add salt. I like a little regular salt, and then a little garlic salt. You don't have to be like that liberal with the salt, but you can always add more later or before you toss them when you taste them. And then I like a little lemon pepper. You don't have to. You can just put plain old salt. You can use a flavored, like a garlic flavored olive oil if you want. And just make sure that you give it a quick toss, that you can feel with your fingers that the olive oil is on every leaf. That's what's going to help them crisp up in the oven. You don't want them sopping. You just want them lightly coated. That's why I think the Misto is really great. But you can drizzle and toss. Just be gentle when you're tossing them. Then once they're all kind of shiny, you can tell they're all shiny, they're coated. Lay them in a single layer in a pan. This is about how crowded I like to let them get. You don't have to be like, you know, one parsley leaf or one celery leaf at a time. It's okay. This is all right. You just want air to be able to circulate in and around them, and you don't want too many laying on top of other ones. So this usually takes me a couple of sheets in the oven. Once you've got your layer, pop it in a 250-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then I like to open the oven door and just let them kind of like cool off in the warm air of the oven. I'll see you in about 20 to 25 minutes. All right, our celery leaves are all crisped up. You can snack on these just as they are. I like to also pulse them in a food processor once they're completely cooled, and then you can use that as a sprinkle and a seasoning on just about anything. You can also crumble them up and mix them with popcorn, like air popped popcorn. It's really good. It's just like a different flavor. If you do grind it up, you can mix it with butter and lemon and rub it on chicken. It's really quite versatile. Or like I said, you can just eat them like chips. There's something about their flavor that's like kind of addicting. And the thing I love is I am able to use all parts of the celery. You toast the leaves. These you can, the sticks you could just chop up and eat with dip. You can cut the little teeny ends into smaller bits and then mix these into tuna or chicken salad. If you don't like big chunks of celery, you can also add it in soup for a little bit of flavor. And then I have like all the bottoms and middles and ends that I don't really like. I put these in my Instant Pot with a chicken carcass, usually the chicken that I made chicken salad with this, and you can make bone broth with it and it adds a nice flavor. So great way to use celery that you find at the farmer's market. There's so much more going on, and it's so versatile when you can use the whole plant. So enjoy.